Top 10 Natural Disasters Captured with Cameras. Natural disaster is also referred to as natural hazards that are caused by environmental factors such as storms, floods, droughts, fires, tsunami, heat waves, etc. Generally they are unpredictable and reach the scale of uncontrollable destruction. Natural disasters are now occurring with increasing severity, primarily because of the increase of human activities that altered the conditions and atmospheres of Earth in a destructive manner. Examples of human activities are deforestation, burning of fossil fuels, overpopulation, byproduct of industrialization such as discharging of polluted air and water, agricultural practices, overfishing and marine ecosystem depletion. These activities have contributed to vast species extinctions, incremental and continuous rises in the sea level, and record-setting hot temperatures in the Earth's greenhouse atmosphere that ultimately lead to unstable environment and extreme weather. With the help of latest technologies in monitoring Earth's atmospheric and platonic activities, the prevention of casualty and property losses is vastly minimized. Here are the most recent top 10 natural disasters. Number 1, Severe heat wave in India. Since May 2024, a severe and long heat wave has impacted India. The heat wave occurred during the Indian dry season, which typically lasts from March to July with peak temperatures in April and May. Rajasthan's Kuru recorded 50.5 degrees Celsius (122.9 degrees Fahrenheit), which was the highest temperature in India in 8 years. As of June 3, there were 219 deaths from the heat wave, and 25,000 others suffered from heat stroke. The dead included 33 workers who stationed on election duty when India was conducting the seventh and last phase of its general election. There were 147 reported deaths in the state of Odisha, and 12 more in Rajasthan. In Rajasthan, temperatures reached 50 degrees Celsius (122 degrees Fahrenheit) in Kuru, Sirsa, and Phalodi, while Delhi's Munshpur, Nerla, and Najfugat also neared 50 degrees Celsius on May 28. There were more than twice as many heatwave days recorded in northwestern and eastern parts of the country than usual, mainly due to fewer non-monsoon thundershowers and warm winds blowing from neighboring arid regions into India. IMD data showed that Delhi recorded its warmest night ever at a minimum temperature of 35.2 degrees Celsius (95.36 degrees Fahrenheit). Indian authorities reported over 40,000 cases of heat stroke through the country during the heat wave. Number 2. Typhoon Doksuri in China, Taiwan, and the Philippines. In late July 2023, Typhoon Doksuri, known in the Philippines as Super Typhoon Agay, was a powerful and highly destructive tropical cyclone which became the costliest typhoon to hit China, and the costliest typhoon on record, breaking the previous record of Typhoon Mirai in 1991. It is a tropical cyclone, first hit the Philippines, passed south of Taiwan, and then gathered more strength in the South China Sea before slamming China's southeastern coast. The super typhoon resulted in $25 billion losses, of which only $2 billion were insured. Typhoon Doksuri brought heavy rains and severe floods, damaging more than 55,000 homes in the region and causing 137 deaths and injured 289. Number 3, Hurricane Otis in Mexico. In October 2023, Hurricane Otis became the most expensive, and strongest, tropical cyclone to ever hit Mexico. The Category 5 hurricane caused an estimated $12 billion in overall losses, with around $4 billion in insured losses. Although the forecast initially predicted that the storm would stay off the coast, Hurricane Otis quickly intensified with winds of up to 165 miles per hour once it made landfall just west of Acapulco. The hurricane whipped through the city with heavy rains that caused landslides and flooding. In total, more than 50,000 homes were destroyed, with roughly 160,000 others experiencing severe to moderate damage. As for casualties, at least 52 people lost their lives. Number 4, U.S. thunderstorms in the Midwest and Texas. A series of thunderstorms in the U.S. during March and June 2023 were among some of the costliest weather-related events. The severe storms cost $17 billion, with insured losses totaling $12 billion. Known as convective storms, they stirred up a destructive combination of hail, high winds, floods, and even tornadoes in the middle of the country. While the thunderstorms certainly caused widespread damage throughout the Midwest and Texas during the spring and summer months, inflation is partially responsible for driving up the construction costs, making the damage even more expensive. Number 5. Severe storms across northern Italy and Central Europe. In May 2023, heavy rainfall spread across northern Italy and areas of Central Europe like Austria, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Croatia, and Slovenia, leading to dangerous landslides and flooding. The severe storms cost an estimated $10 billion in overall losses and $1.1 billion in insured losses. The storms brought nearly 20 inches of rainfall within 36 hours in some areas, causing riverbanks to overflow and flood the region. Furthermore, 379 landslides were reported at the time, destroying buildings and roadways. As for casualties, at least 15 lost their lives in the catastrophe. Number 6. Earthquakes in Turkey and Syria. On February 6, 2023, a magnitude 7.8 earthquake hit southern Turkey around the northern border of Syria, and it was followed by a magnitude 7.5 earthquake that occurred roughly 60 miles away. The devastating earthquakes cost around $50 billion in overall losses and $5.50 in insured losses, making it the most expensive natural disaster in 2023. The earthquakes caused severe damage that spanned 11 cities and destroyed or damaged more than 164,000 buildings. And because the quakes occurred in the early hours of the morning when many people were still asleep in their homes, the death toll was extremely high, with more than 50,000 casualties, resulting in the deadliest natural disaster in Turkish history. Number 7. Noto Peninsula, Japan earthquake. On January 1, 2024, at 16:10 JST, a MJMA 7.6, MW 7.5, earthquake struck 6 kilometers north-northeast of Suzu, located on the Noto Peninsula of Ishikawa Prefecture, Japan. The reverse faulting shock achieved a maximum JMA seismic intensity of Shindo 7 and modified Mercalli intensity of X, 11, extreme. The shaking and accompanying tsunami caused widespread destruction on the Noto Peninsula, particularly in the towns of Suzu, Wahima, Noto, and Anamizu, with the neighboring prefectures of Toyama and Niigata also recording significant damage. 376 deaths confirmed and 3 people remaining missing, with 374 of the fatalities occurring in Ishikawa and 2 more in Niigata. The main shock also injured over 1,300 people and damaged 161,623 structures across 9 prefectures. It was the deadliest earthquake in Japan since the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. The Japan Meteorological Agency, JMA, officially named this earthquake the 2024 Noto Peninsula earthquake. Number 8, Ethiopia deadly landslides. On 21 to 22 July 2024, 2 landslides buried 2 villages in the South Ethiopia regional state, Ethiopia, killing 257 people and injuring 12. The second landslide buried those who had arrived to help in the wake of the first. These are the deadliest landslides in Ethiopian history. Gofa is situated in South Ethiopia regional state, approximately 450 kilometers, 280 miles, from the capital Addis Ababa, a journey that takes around 10 hours by car. The area where the landslides occurred was rural, remote, and mountainous. The soil in the region is known to be unstable, and landslides and heavy rains lead to deadly incidents every year. In 2016, heavy rains in Wolata, also in South Ethiopia, led to landslides which killed 41 people. In May 2024, 50 people were killed in a landslide in the same area as the July event. The first landslide occurred the evening of July 21, burying 4 households. The next morning at about 10 o'clock ET, a second landslide occurred as people arrived at the scene to rescue survivors, leading to additional deaths. Between the landslides, 2 nearby villages were buried. Number 9, Iowa tornado USA. On the afternoon of May 21, 2024, a violent and destructive multi-vortex tornado struck the communities of Villisca, Nottoway, Brooks, Corning, and Greenfield in southwestern Iowa, killing 5 people and injuring 35 others. The tornado was the strongest of a large widespread tornado outbreak that occurred from May 19 to 27, 2024 in the central United States. The tornado reached peak intensity in the city of Greenfield, leading the National Weather Service in Des Moines, Iowa to assign a rating of mid-range F4 on the enhanced Fujita scale, with maximum wind speeds estimated at 185 miles per hour, 298 kilometers per hour. However, winds of 497 to 512 kilometers per hour were measured in a subvortex of the tornado by a Doppler on wheels, placing it among the strongest tornadoes ever measured. This tornado was the fourth violent tornado of the 2024 season and the second one to occur during the prolifically active month of May. Number 10, strongest typhoon hit Shanghai since 1949. The strongest typhoon to hit Shanghai since at least 1949 flooded roads with water and broken tree branches, knocked out power to some homes and injured at least one person as it swept over the financial hub Monday. More than 414,000 people had been evacuated ahead of the powerful winds and torrential rain. Schools were closed and people were advised to stay indoors. One elderly man was injured by a falling tree on Shanghai's Chongming Island, according to state media. He was taken to a hospital for treatment. At least 132 acres of farmland were flooded. The typhoon weakened as it moved inland, dousing parts of Jiangsu, Anhui, and Zhejiang provinces. Flights, ferries and train services had been suspended in the megacity and in neighboring provinces, disrupting travel during China's three-day Mid-Autumn Festival. Shanghai's airports cancelled hundreds of flights Sunday and into Monday, while in Hangzhou, about 106 miles southwest of Shanghai, authorities also cancelled more than 180 flights. Thank you for watching. If you like the content of the videos and find this video channel interesting, kindly subscribe. I will publish more in the coming future. Bye for now.